What's up, it's Mr. G, and this is 1.1 in Solidworks. So I'm going to close this one, go to new, make sure you're in a part right here. I'm drawing mine in inches. You could also do it in millimeters. Doesn't matter either way. So I'm going to start with a sketch on the front plane. And I would normally put this side by side, but I'm just going to make it all full screen and look at a sheet of paper that I have printed out so that it's just kind of easier when you're watching the video. So I'm going to start with a midpoint line on this origin right here and just make it go out a little ways. How long it is doesn't really matter. And then from there, I'm going to draw a new line coming up at a 45-degree angle. You know the line is 45 degrees if it has that little white symbol right there. And it also will say 135. And I'm going to go about here-ish, move my mouse over, and then come up, and then over like that. I'll then make a center line going in the middle. As long as it lines up with that origin, it's fine. You don't have to start it exactly on it. So I made mine go below a little bit. I'm going to select all these lines right here, choose Mirror Entities at the top, and click Mirror About, and choose my center line that I just created to mirror it on the other side, and hit the green check mark. And then I'm going to make a, circle right here. I'm going to start it right there and end it right there, and use the trim tool to trim the top. And that's the first face that I'm going to extrude back. Now I have to define it. So if lines are blue, that means they're undefined. If they're black, that means they are defined. First of all, I'm going to use the Smart Dimension tool and make this bottom length down here 80. And that shouldn't change anything. It scales your whole drawing based off that one dimension, so now that's 80. The height of my shape should be 40, so I'm going to set that to 40. This needs to stay in line with this though, so I'm going to just click and drag that up like that. If Fears does that, just fix it that way. And then I'll do Smart Dimension from here to here and make sure that angle's set to 45. Same on the other side, 45. If you get this error, it means it's because we mirrored it, so whatever the properties of the one on the left are, it's going to take on those properties on the one on the right, so I'll just hit cancel for that. And then, let's see. There's a dimension that I need from here to here that is 10. And since that happened on the other side, it should already be 10 there. So I don't have to put that dimension on. And then the radius of this circle here is going to be 10. These are going to be 10. 10, 10. That one's already 10. It should stay centered. And since I've got some stuff that's blue, let me undo that. The last dimension should be from this blue line to this blue line, and that should say 40. And then everything should turn black with those dimensions there added, meaning it's fully defined. So then I'm going to exit sketch and go to features, hit Control 7 on the keyboard to get to like an isometric view. Click extrude up here and type in 30 because I want to extrude this 30. I always like extruding back, so I'm going to change this direction so that it's extruding back and to the right. Hit the check mark, and that's the front face or the main face. Now I'm going to do this front 10 shape that kind of comes out. So I'll hit sketch, sketch, click on the front face that I've already created, and then I'm basically just going to trace this circle, and then there is another circle here, and then draw a line going through, and then trim the top and middle of that so that it just looks like that. And I'm going to extrude that out 10. And that's the shape. So I'll do a save. I've already got this saved actually, so what you should do is hit save as, call it 1.1, save it on your OneDrive, and then I'll close this. And then you're going to open up your title block. I'm going to right click, go to edit sheet format, call this Solidworks. I think it's just problem 1.1. Slide it down. I think it's actually part, not problem. Part 1.1. Change drafting to whatever level drafting you're in, change name, date, period, all that stuff, and then right click and go back to edit sheet. That'll get you out of that edit mode. Then up here I'm going to go to model view, browse for my file. Mine I put on my desktop. You guys should be in your OneDrive though. Change this view to isometric and then just click the box up there. If you want to make it larger, you can go to use custom scale and change this number 1 to like 20 is fine. And then you can do 3 standard view. Double click the same thing and it'll give you 3 different views. You can select them. I wonder if I can select all of them at the same time. Yeah, so you can hold control to select all 3 of them. Use custom scale. You can do 1 to 20. That'll make it a little bit bigger. 15. Let's try. How about 24? That looks pretty good. And then you can just slide these around to get them visually centered. Slide this down. They're all kind of locked together. And then go to the annotation tool. We're going to add some dimensions. So you do smart dimension. Looks like we need a. Actually, that's the wrong spot. One from the back to the front is 40. This front line is also 40. Let's zoom in. This bottom line is 80. Distance from this point to this point is 10. This point to this point there we go, is 10. This angle here to here is 45. I have to bring it in. I've got a radius 10. Distance from here to here is 40. This one is 30. Make it line up with that if I can. I think that's it. Once you have that, first of all, I would save it as a drawing. So just call it 1.1, save. And then in order to turn it in on Canvas, you have to do a save as and save it as a PDF. 1.1, hit save. And it should automatically save. There's mine. So this is the file that you would turn in on Canvas. It should look something like that. That should be capitalized, by the way. And that's it.